Among the countless shonen anime that exist, there is one subgenre that takes the seemingly mundane to the next level: sports anime. Yes, you heard it right. Not only are sports anime inspirational, engaging, and thrilling enough to keep the viewers on the edge of their seats, but they are also surprisingly relatable too, with a huge highlight on friendships and team building. One such sports anime that has solidified its place among anime fans is none other than Haikyuu. This show follows the adventures of the protagonists Shoyo Hinata and Tobio Kageyama along with the rest of their high school volleyball team as they strive for the nationals to make Karasuno High's flightless crows fly once more. Hinata and Kageyama may take center stage on Team Karasuno, but we all know that a team is only as strong as its leadership, its captain. And though we do come across many interesting and powerful characters in the Haikyuu series, it is the captains whom each player looks to for guidance, inspiration, support, and consistency. Have you ever wondered which captain stands head and shoulders above the rest among all the high school volleyball teams? Well, wonder no more, because today we will be covering the top 5 team captains in Haikyuu. Welcome to Cosplay-FTW, your #1 source for the latest lowdown on anime and manga news, updates, and analyses. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Date ba yo! Starting us off at number 5 is the boisterous, confident, and charismatic Kotaro Bokuto. The team captain and ace of Fukurodani Academy is among the top 5 aces in the country, barely missing top 3. On the court, he can be rather dramatic about his plays, but he's both admired by his team and opponents alike for his skills and ability to boost morale. This is where his true strength lies. As Takeda has stated before, Bokuto's power is so mesmerizing that he not only galvanizes his team, but the opponents as well. Even though Bokuto can be insecure at times, often looking at Akashi for reassurance or suffering through moods that his team has to help bring him out of, Bokuto is still the pillar of his team. His team trusts him to bring himself back into the game, and he is the first person who the team looks to for motivation and guidance. We can see that Bokuto relies on his team just as much as they mutually rely on him for support. It's arguable that more so than being the team captain, Bokuto's pride is in being Fukurodani's ace. He even wears the number 4 jersey instead of the traditional captain's number 1 jersey. That being said, he's not the most stable force or the most calculating captain. He's quite the polar opposite these traits, in fact. But it's his ability to motivate through leading by example that truly makes him a great captain anyway. He might be mistaken for something of a simple character, but on closer inspection, he is surprisingly deep. His insecurity stems from introspection and self-criticism. He saw weaknesses in himself that motivated him towards a complete transformation as a player. The Bokuto we see today has earned his confidence through sheer hard work, and even then, he still has some self-doubt from time to time. This is why he is an inspiration and a beacon of light for not only his own team, but all players. It was his insecurities about his own personal weaknesses as a player that drove him to strive towards massive improvement, and in the same way, he motivates others to do the same. Paired with great sportsmanship when it comes to opponents, as when he even takes Hinata under his wing to pass on the feint attack technique, Bokuto proves to be simultaneously an unorthodox captain and one of the best in the series. Wakatoshi Ushijima, the super ace from Shiratorizawa Academy, known for his powerful spikes and unmatched stamina, earns 4th place on our list. His left-handed spikes and serves are his greatest weapons, and his opponents are often left unable to receive or block them. All of these facts make him a great individual player, but what makes him really stand out as a captain is his strong relationship with his team. Despite Wakatoshi being quite stoic, blunt, and even sometimes lacking in social skills, every single member of the Shiratorizawa volleyball team respects him and admires him. Goshiki, who is in line to become the future ace, looks up to him so much as to see him as a rival. And this one-sided rivalry with Ushijima pushes him to perform better and become a greater player. For all the admiration he receives from his team, Wakatoshi still isn't too big to admit his own failings or mistakes. We can see that his camaraderie with his fellow teammates is genuine. His fellow third years, like Tendo, call him by his first name, he smiles openly with them, and they eat lunch together. The main reason why we put him on this list is that his team knows it can depend on him, especially in the later sets of heated matches when almost every player on their team runs out of stamina. He will be there to carry his team on his back and take them to victory. Our number 3 spot goes to the provocation expert Tetsuro Kuro, the captain of Nekoma High. The first thing that comes to our mind when we hear his name is his cunning and his tendency to provoke. He loves to rile people up to gain an advantage in a match. At the same time, he shows real sportsmanship among players with his willingness to help others, even if it doesn't directly benefit himself. He is a highly observant player, which enables him to see most of the opponent's weaknesses and adapt his team's playing style to create openings to score. Off of the court, Kuro shows a similar ability towards his own teammates. Kuro is able to consolidate all of the various personalities of his teammates into a powerful and coherent team, and we think this is where his abilities of observation really shine. He is considerate towards his quieter and more introverted members such as Kenma, able to find common ground with Yaku despite their glaring differences. He encourages and advises the younger team members like Lev and keeps impulsive personalities like Yamamoto's in check. His ability to personally cater to every member's needs is something truly special and makes his leadership effective and easy. As a captain, Kuro is close with all of his teammates. He is strict when he needs to be, but most of the time he's laid back and relatable. He was the one to encourage Kenma to foster his interest in volleyball. He takes great pride in Kenma's brainpower and believes in him. This motivates Kenma to improve and do his best as well. Kuro is a competent leader, but he's also humble enough to know when to give up control, as most in-game decisions are left to their setter Kenma. Even though winning nationals is a huge deal, more than anything, Kuro's goal is to allow his coach to witness the battle of the garbage dump with Karasuno. He wanted Karasuno to improve to Nekoma's level so that this could become a reality. In all of Haikyuu, Kuro's personality most resembles the coach of his team, Nekomata-sensei, and perhaps this is why he feels so deeply about fulfilling his coach's desire to face Karasuno once more. The depth of his relationships with his teammates and his coach, coupled with his ability and desire to meet the individual needs of them all, earns him third place on our list. The runner-up on our list is none other than Daiichi Sawamura, and it's no mystery why he's referred to as the reliable captain. Daiichi's maturity, work ethic, and stability are among his greatest assets. We can see that his duties don't just begin and end on the court. He acts almost like a paternal figure for his team, whether it's making sure they don't stay too long after practice or reining in their frivolous behavior. Haikyuu fans even lovingly refer to him as the dad of the team, and it's kinda true. The captain and wing spiker of the protagonist team Karasuno High is not flashy or flamboyant. While Nishinoya gets most of the highlights when it comes to impossible saves, Daiichi can be relied on to get those crucial receives at the most critical moments. Whether it's a hard-hit spike or a really difficult serve, Daiichi's solid receives and dependable digs has these covered. Whenever he's on the court, he is a stabilizing influence, which allows the rest of the team to run wild. He makes up for all the holes in Karasuno's defense, and his importance is perhaps most felt when he isn't there. When Daiichi suffers an injury that forces him to leave the court, Karasuno is in turn put under a lot of pressure. His necessity to the team's proper function is so seamless and intrinsic that we only realize how much he is needed when Karasuno is forced to pull through without him. With his game sense, quick thinking, and strategic tactics, he's helped the team to get out of many tough scrapes. What better pillar of support could a team ask for? As a character, he is highly underrated in the series, largely because sometimes leadership skills are simply overlooked in sports anime. Sometimes we take them for granted and truly don't realize how quickly a team can crumble and fall apart with poor leadership. Daiichi is a supportive character who doesn't beg for spotlight himself. Rather, his focus is to hold his team together while providing room to allow for his teammates to be able to gain experience, grow, and learn to truly fly. This, we believe, is the hallmark of an amazing captain. He more than deserves the second spot. And now, claiming the top spot is none other than the great king himself, Toru Oikawa. Toru Oikawa is the captain of Aobajusai High School and is known for being an amazing and incredibly hard-working setter. Wherever he plays, he manages to outshine everybody else. The setter is a player who needs to make sure the team's offensive planning is done right, and Oikawa does an excellent job at that. He is the main threat to the other team when playing against Aobajusai. Apart from setting up spikes, he's able to perform serves that are impossible to cope with. He has a furious jump serve, which is above everyone in his prefecture. These skills make him one of the best all-rounders in the game. Outside of his personal skill set, Oikawa has an innate talent to bring out the best in every player, even a team of strangers. Wherever he goes, and no matter which team he plays for, he manages to pull out 100% of each player's potential. Oikawa makes sure that everyone in his team shines their brightest. At any moment of the game, he is single-mindedly focused and observant. His ability to calmly strategize is impressive and proves him worthy of the role of a captain. All of these reasons prove why, as a player and a captain, he is a force to be reckoned with. Ushijima always told him that he chose the wrong team and that he should have went to Shiratorizawa Academy, the strongest team in the Miyagi Prefecture. And he was right in a way, because combined with Oikawa, they could have been an unstoppable force in both attack and defense. Aobajosai was second only to Ushijima's team, Shiratorizawa. An amazing feat, seeing as Ushijima saw Aobajosai as relatively weak apart from Oikawa himself, and this just speaks to Oikawa's legendary leadership abilities. Where Oikawa truly stands out is his dedication, which can be a double-edged sword in his case. He even lost a girlfriend thanks to investing more time in proving himself as a player than into his romantic life. It goes to show the amount of devotion he has for the sport and the sheer level of commitment he puts into being the best captain for his team, even to the point of personal losses. For all these reasons and more, we feel there is no one more deserving of our #1 spot than Oikawa. That's it from our picks for the top 5 team captains in Haikyuu. So what do you think? Do you agree with us? Make sure you let us know in the comments below. As we wait for the Hunter x Hunter hiatus to come to an end, you can get your fix of Hunter x Hunter content by checking out our latest Top 10 video, Top 10 Strongest Hunter x Hunter Characters, where we rank your favorite fighters on their nen abilities, fighting prowess, and tactical acumen to see who deserves to take the #1 spot. Thanks for watching. This is Cosplay-FTW. Fly!
Ad time.
Oh no, Halloween is just around in a couple of weeks and I don't know how I'm gonna dress up this year.
Don't worry, I know just the perfect website where you can buy the perfect costume to impress me. I mean, everyone at the party. It's Cosplay-FTW.com. It has hundreds of different cosplays of all the popular anime, movies, video games, and more.
But I thought cosplay was just for anime conventions.
Not really, you can use it for parties, cool photos and funny videos.
But I live in another city, in another country, in another dimension. Will it arrive before Halloween?
Just be sure to order soon, because it can take a couple weeks. But it will get to you.
Thanks Cosplay-FTW, now I'm no longer a generic anime guy, I can be
a protagonist.
End of ad.
It's here. It's here. Now that I have it in my possession, this is a Haikyuu mystery box I bought at the beginning of July, and it's here. And it feels like there's a plushie inside. Let's see what's inside. The listing said to share your favorite themes in the notes, so I put down Nekoma and Tokorodani and ended up with so much merch for them. This is literally so soft. Let's get to the small things. There's all these stickers. I got a love phone charm. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. This next item was a Karasuno lanyard. I freaking love it. This has to be my favorite thing so far. They're Bokuto and Akashi pens. Look how freaking cute. I actually have this Akashi acrylic stand from this set, so I love this. And on to the final item, but it might be the best. It's a Kuro body pillow cover. This is definitely going on the bed that I share with my boyfriend.